Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another vlog on the movie news. Now, I was gonna upload my movie reviews. I have two movie reviews I pre-recorded before this, but I want to get this out of the way before I get to those. So, when this is up, then I'll upload the two movie reviews. But I heard but this caught my attention because I probably just recently, but the next the next film in the MCU coming out next year, though, I was looking forward to because I like the way direction it was going, and it's a sequel because I enjoyed the first film. Uh, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I was looking forward to it because I enjoyed the first film. Benedict Cumberbatch did a good job as Doctor Strange. And when I heard they were going to do this film, and that Scott Derrickson, he was going to come back to direct this film. And Scott Derrickson, he's hit and miss, though, because I didn't care for his remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still, although I like Keanu Reeves. I didn't care for that remake. I didn't care for the fifth one, that was his debut, Hellraiser Inferno. I didn't care for that, though. Sinister, I did not like. I did not like Sinister. Although I did like the other horror film he directed, Deliver Us from Evil, with Eric Bana. Because I liked how the way it went. It was like from a cop's point of view. So I like Deliver Us from Evil. Okay, that's from what he did. And he did a good job, and I enjoyed Doctor Strange. It's one of my favorite MCU films. I enjoyed Doctor Strange, and Scott Derrickson did a good job with that film. And when he was going to come back to direct the sequel. And now that I heard that just now read that he's now exited the director's chair. The reason why they say he left because due to creative differences. So, and the thing is though, I think probably now I'm not an expert on the whole situation. I'm explaining all this stuff goes behind the scenes though, but here's why I think though, because I was looking forward to seeing the sequel because it was going to be into a horror. It was going to be a horror movie. That's what it originally intended when I first heard about the sequel. It was going to be like a horror movie, and because fitting Scott Derrickson because he's directed some horror films like Hellraiser Inferno, Sinister, and then Deliver Us from Evil. Okay, I was interested in that, and now the director's left. I say he's going to be an executive producer, I think, though, but not the director now. He left because they due to created differences. I think Kevin Feige, he says, "Oh, it's not gonna be a horror film, but it will have some scary sequences." To me, here's what I think. I think the director left because creative wise. I mean, to me, I think what's the harm of trying to make it into a horror film? Wouldn't that be cool in an MCU film, especially with Doctor Strange? You have all this magic stuff going on and all this stuff that he's been through. Why not make it that part to a horror film? I think because they don't want to make it into a horror film because hey, it's Marvel, it's Marvel and it's Disney. Disney doesn't want to make horror films. It'd be too scary for the kids. That's what I think. I'm like, If that is true, because the create differences, and it's always gonna have scary sequences. If it's you say he's gonna have scary sequences, then why not go all in to make it to a horror film? I think because it's Disney, and we don't want to scare the little kiddies. That's why. I think that's why I think it is. I think that's the creative differences of why. Because if Scott Derrickson, if he wants to make it into a horror film, let him make it to a horror film. He's the director. What? It's because everything else is above him says no on that. Why? If that's the case, why? Because like I said, I think it's because it's Disney. We don't want to scare the kids too, because all the little kids are into the into the Marvel stuff though, watching all these films, and we want to give them nightmares. I that's why I believe And if that is the case, I don't blame the director for leaving because Disney, as like I said before, I'm getting tired of Disney now. Okay, because now they're on top of the world, they're king of everything, box office wise, owning everybody wise. This is a question because I loved it. I said before, I loved Disney growing up. I loved the movies they did back then when I was growing up. I loved Disney. Now it's just getting to the point where I just don't want to see any more Disney movies anymore. Because they own everything. They're the box office kings. They own Lucasfilms. Now they just own Fox. They want to be Monopoly now. That's what they are. They're Monopoly. And now what they telling people what they can't do now. Honestly, if I was Scott Derrickson, it's like, you know what? I'm sticking with this. I'm making this a horror film, whether you like it or not. I'm doing it. If not, then do not do a sequel to Doctor Strange. Then, this is what I think. This is what in my mind. This is what I'm thinking. If you agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. But I don't know the whole behind the scenes. But this is what I'm reading. So that's what the creative difference I think is. And I'd like to see that if it's like a horror movie. I mean, although I have to bring this up, I didn't mention this in my previous one about the New Mutants. Like I said, I am interested in seeing the New Mutants because it is, look-wise, atmosphere-wise, it looks like a horror film. That's what they wanted to. But the thing is that I didn't mention though because it's an X-Men movie, and it's 20th Century Fox, and now the Fox is owned by Disney now. Now I think they're adding their hand into this as well for the New Mutants, because back then, when the first teaser dropped, it was 2017. It was still under Fox, not because back then, back then they wanted to buy out Fox, but it took some time though, and that's when they kept delaying it. Why couldn't they to release the New Mutants before Disney officially bought Fox, 20th Century Fox? So, and Disney gave them our official release date, April 3rd. So, because now that Disney owns this movie now, because Fox is Disney, part of Disney now. Now I can see why. Because I didn't mention this because I was interested in the trailer though. But there is a difference in the teaser than the official trailer. Because that the teaser was Fox. Now with this official trailer is now because Fox is Disney now. Now I can see why. I didn't mention this in that video of my thoughts, the trailer thoughts on the New Mutants, because I didn't want to make this into a different subject in the matter here. I was talking about my thoughts on the film itself, not the behind the scenes. So, yeah, because I feel that Disney has their hand in it because now it's Disney. We don't want to release superhero films that are not into horror films. Trying to tone up. They're trying to tone up on the New Mutants now. That it's Disney now. Though they want to keep it, the trailer of the film looks like it still is like a teaser, but trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. Because remember, this is still Disney. Remember, it's now owned by Disney. So, but I think it's gonna be with the New Mutants. I just see that how it's. You all get what I mean. As I'm trying to explain to words, but it's just like. Now, because Disney's the Doctor Strange movie, it's Disney. We don't want to scare the kids. So I was like, I feel like screw. If I was Scott Derrickson, I was like, screw that. I'm directing this. I'm making it into a horror film. And first of all, I know it's not gonna be. If it wasn't gonna be R-rated, I know that. Let's pick with the New Mutants. They said that it was never. They said it was never gonna be R-rated. It was always gonna be PG-13. That's why I read. So I'm like, yeah, of course it's gonna be PG-13, but I don't know. It's just This is something I had to read because, like I said, talk about this Doctor Strange, now the New Mutants again, because basically, like I said, the whole Disney thing. I think it's the one why, because it's Disney is a kid company, because lots of kids love millions of kids love Disney. And I think that's why they're changing the tone a bit up, because they don't want to scare the kids. There was a point of making it into making horror films if it's owned by Disney. That if you want to make these into horror films, then don't do it when it's under the name of Disney with Disney's name in them. Go to a different company then. Well, you can't, because the Fox, because X-Men films are Fox and they're owned by Fox now. It's Disney. Like I said, Disney wants to be on top of the world. They want to be monopoly. They want to own everybody now and all the films that's in it. So I could be. Hey, if you think I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, because I always want to be proven wrong on a lot of things. You know, I always want to be proven wrong. But if I always be surprised if I'm right on a lot of things. So if y'all agree or disagree with what of this vlog, that's fine. But this is what in my mind is what I think. Yeah, do they want to do that with Doctor Strange? Fine, but I think it was dumb. And if this is what the director thinks, I won't blame him for leaving. So now we know who's going to direct it what, so I don't know about that now. And the New Mutants, yeah. I will. I am suspicious of it because like I said, 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney, and with this trailer, I can see after watching a couple times now again, I can see why it's a different little tone difference from the first teaser. Like I said, I didn't mention this in my thoughts on that because I was talking about the trailer itself, not behind the scenes. So, but yeah, I just want to get my point across on these two subjects here because, like I said, the main problem is Disney. It's to me, it's such a great shame because I love Disney, but they just been sucking nowadays. Well, I've been liking some things. I like Frozen 2, but it's not on my top 10 list because I'm not giving them credit for the light of day for whoever's in my top 10. I like Frozen 2, but I hate the Lion King once again. I keep on saying it. I hate the Lion King. I don't care for the Aladdin remake. Dumbo I can deal with, like I said. I liked it because it was, to me, it was like the least offensive of the live action remakes I've seen. It was harmless. It was, for the most part, it looked like it was harmless. Because I like Michael Keaton, I like Danny DeVito, yeah. But other stuff for Disney, they've been just screwing up recently. Because they're king of everything now, and I'm tired of it. Especially they've ruined the Star Wars. They've ruined the Star Wars movies. To me, they've ruined the franchise. Yeah, they've ruined the franchise. And yeah, and I want to see a fifth Indiana Jones film because that's Lucasfilms as well. I don't want to see a fifth Indiana Jones film, but I think they're going to do that still, and I don't want to see it. They're going to probably screw that up as well. So, and now with the freaking Fox now, I'm tired of Disney now because I was saying they're tired of having their hand in everything, getting their hand in everything, and telling what they can and cannot do. They want to shove out Scott Derrickson because he doesn't want to make it into a horror film. You know, get their hands in it, into everybody's business. But because Marvel is Disney, so that's why they have control over everybody. They want to control him. We tell him what he can and cannot do. Fine. I don't blame the director for leaving then. And I'm suspicious that they have their little hand in the New Mutants. So, but like I said, the New Mutants, I'll still check it out because it was intrigued by it, and I still say I prefer this. I still prefer the trailer looked better than the teaser, and I'll still say the trailer looked better than the Dark Phoenix. So that's saying much for me. I'll give the New Mutants a watch, but I'm having still let go of my suspicions that Disney's little, sneaky handness in it. So I just had to get my point across on this stuff. So, but thanks for watching. Like, if you agree or disagree, because I always like to be wrong on stuff. So, but stay tuned for I got some movie reviews coming up. After when I put this up, I got some movie reviews I'll be uploading. To start off this year. So, look forward to that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next movie reviews. Later.